Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about where we could expect some support to hold for Bitcoin, where we might start to reverse this downtrend off of the local highs right around 31K. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, please do leave any of your video recommendations, comments, or suggestions down below. So the first major level that we want to watch out for support as for Bitcoin is going to be the 20-week simple moving average. So that is the blue line on the chart, which is today right around 24.7K. And what you'll notice with this moving average is that it has been acting as support. During the bear market, it was resistance and averaging down, and we saw that month over month with it as resistance. But now that we're in this new uptrend, you can see it has been acting as support with the most recent bounce and retest right here in middle of March. So if we do get that next leg down, we could see that act as support right around that 24.7K level. So just as an example, looking something like this, where maybe we do get that retest, and that's where we start to see some demand start to step in. If something like that were to happen, that would be the first major support level on the high time frame charts. I'm looking here on specifically the weekly chart, just because I think that's a little bit more useful than say the day-to-day or the hourly candles. The next major level that we can look to here is going to be the breakout point, which we saw was right here around 24.3K, the range highs and the resistance in this very long-term range that we had at the bottom. So that was the resistance right here in August. You can see the rejections. If actually we extend this back a little bit further, you can see how it was resistance even in July, just rejecting and resisting off of that for multiple weeks. And then we had the retest right here in January and February, continuing to act as resistance. And then later on, we had the inevitable breakout right here in the middle of March after we bounced off of the support. So that's basically the breakout point. We saw that continuation to the upside. Now, if we come back down to that region, that's maybe where we could start to flip it into support, being previous resistance. If both of those levels aren't starting to hold and we don't hold support, say breaking down below 24K on a weekly close, that's when we really start to look to this uptrend as maybe starting to break. Maybe we don't have a multi-month rally ahead of us, and in fact maybe this was a local high similar to the 14K peak in 2019. And just to zoom out here, basically that would look something like this, where if we toggle on the 20-week moving average, you can just see how it had the uptrend behind it. The moving average started to slope back upwards. Once the price started to break below it, that was a great indication that we did have a local high in place and that we were going to have a few more months of trending down and consolidating. So just watch out to that. If we're not holding support at the 20-week moving average, we're not holding support at the breakout point, which are roughly around the same level, 24, 25K. If these levels aren't holding, then there's a very valid argument that we could be trending back down into this range and potentially going sideways for a little bit longer. So in the more bearish scenario, that would mean something like this, where maybe we're unable to hold it and then we come back down into the 20Ks, the lower 20Ks, and then consolidate. And then eventually later on, maybe we could have that real rally above the 30K region. But again, that's the more bearish scenario. The more bullish scenario is if we can hold support at these two regions. So just watch out to that 24 to 25K being the breakout point, and then the 20-week moving average. I hope you guys enjoyed the content and the analysis, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.